What's going on, everybody? It's me, the beautiful, the handsome, the one and only
Mara Morse.
Put it here, dog.
And Mitchell.
Yay. Alright guys, so today we're going to be reacting to a video titled What Happened to Cameron Dallas. If you guys didn't know, I kind of grew up watching Cameron Dallas and Nash Grier's Vines.
Yeah.
They're like the same age as us.
The Magcon boys.
Yeah, they're like the same age as us. Like, I just grew up on Vine and watching his stuff. And dude, he was famous at one point. Cameron Dallas was like the man. So I don't know what happened. Shout out to Sheena Lee. Thank you so much, Sheena, for watching this channel. And also, guys, make sure you go watch the original full-length video after. Link down below.
Cameron Dallas was arrested over the weekend.
I'm ready to get my stuff together, you know?
Bam! It's Cameron Dallas.
So, the following video was very hard to make because it kept a lot of these things in my mind, in the back of it, for a good reason. And it made me remember a lot of things that I didn't want to. But this guy was a highlight of many young people's lives at one point. So today we are going to talk about one of the internet's biggest celebrities at the time, Cameron Dallas. So for those of you who don't know or really remember who he is, I guess we should go back to the start. If anyone actually knew of Cameron, it was because of his pictures. If anyone remembers the 2013 tumblr era, you've probably seen his face dozens of times, but I had no idea who he actually was. And Cameron wasn't the only one. One by one, there was random pictures of guys all over the internet, and nobody really knew where they came from.
Oh, thank God I didn't have Tumblr. I would have deleted that app real quick.
Mitchell kind of looks like Cameron Dallas.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to always say that?
A garbage version.
Especially when you guys both had hair like that.
No, like I used to get a lot of comments on YouTube that I look like him.
Seeing it, there was most likely a random quote on the pictures, and little by little.
I think it's like our jawline. Like our jaws are
well,
kind of
like your eyes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your
especially
face shapes.
Cameron was starting to gain an audience for it.
He has a way better
And then
nose
there was
though.
the app that
No, you have
completely
good nose,
launched
babe.
tons of people's careers, Vine.
You guys ready? Yeah. Here, what do you guys put this address in your phone?
What the hell am I watching?
So, as you just saw,
That's
no
mine.
Okay.
think
15-year-old me would have been like,
Bring back Vine.
I would have been like, sick dog. 22-year-old me is like, why did I watch that?
a lot of us saw as the peak of comedy. And
The
over time,
peak of
Cameron
comedy.
gained millions and millions of followers, and he wasn't the only one being brought up in the same way. This was a really weird time when young talent was being explored by many big companies. They just didn't know what to do or think of Viners. But I'm sure one common question they most likely had was, how do we
He
make
also
money from
actually
this?
has a big nose.
And that caused one of the most confusing events of the decade, Magcon. What is Magcon? Well, it was short for...
I hated like most of the people in Magcon, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, like I liked some of them, but just my favorite people were always Cameron and Nash Grier.
Is that Jacob Sartorius?
Oh.
Was he part of that?
Now you can see why I hated it.
I didn't
No, I'm
know him back
joking.
then.
Hey, no, hey, bro, I'm joking.
Pretty much got to see some of your favorite guys on social
Oh, Matthew
media.
Espinosa?
Now, there were...
I remember when everyone's like, Matthew looks like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he looked so much like
a lot
Bieber.
of people on this lineup, but I'm just gonna try to remember and name as many as I can.
Are we gonna...
Cameron Dallas, Nash Grier, Matt Espinosa, Carter Reynolds, Taylor Kniff, Shawn Mendes, yes, you
Shawn
heard that
Mendes?
right, Aaron
I
Carpenter,
didn't even
Mahogany
realize he
Walks,
was
Jack
part of
Johnson,
them.
Jack Lynch.
Shawn Mendes used to be a Viner.
Yeah, I knew that.
Like, isn't
I never
that
really watched him
insane?
Hayes Grier, and others that I probably will forget. And it was just so weird because people would pay nearly $200 just to get the VIP experience.
I was wanting to go there. Are we gonna get to the part where they tell us what happened to him?
Yeah, like, what are we watching? Why is there a panda
This
bear?
is the Magcon tour.
People would make their parents drive out of state for this sort of thing. But out of the other guys, Cameron was the it boy. He's who everyone wanted to see and meet. As Cameron's popularity continued to grow, criticism did as well. Though there were a lot of super popular people getting tons of attention, nobody really knew what they did exactly. There were a few that did music or did
Look at this
comedy,
picture.
but no one really
It's like, what do they do?
Everyone's like, these guys are famous, but everyone's like, why are they famous?
Look at
which
that.
kind of made sense as to why Cameron started his YouTube channel and put out the occasional song. At the time, Cameron's channel mainly consisted of vlogs, challenges, and other random things. I don't know. It was kind of all over the place. But the point was to entertain, and that's what he did. Cameron was one of the most famous young people in the United States at one point, and he had a lot of influence over young people. And that was mainly because he was kind of known for being a good guy. He wasn't ever really seen as controversial. He was just kind of a guy that
Can we,
did
like,
his own
skip?
thing, I guess. And people liked him that way.
Yes,
I'm
like,
so bored.
bro, it's what happened to him. Like, can you tell us what happened to Cameron
It's
Dallas?
like, we already know all this.
Let's just skip a little bit.
Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
And the public reception for this show was not great. I actually remember watching the show, and it was
You watched
pretty
it, didn't you?
popular, but for all the wrong reasons. It was mainly focused on Cameron's modeling career, along with him going on tour for Magcon again. But it was mainly a bunch of smaller, different set of people, because most of them wanted to move on. And the drama of the show, I guess, mainly consisted of this guy wanting money. Cameron put out a statement
This
pretty much
guy.
saying that season 2 was coming. I guess Netflix had other things
Never
in
mind, I think I
mind,
did watch
and
that.
it's
I gotta
been
make
nearly
something
3
else.
years since the first season, so it's probably not a good chance of that happening. And as time went on, Cameron was going more and more under the radar. In 2017, WWD magazine briefly interviewed Cameron and asked him what his future holds for him. He replied by saying, "I'm working on music, but I've just been focusing on music, and then I'm going to start going on auditions. I'm going to get back into the acting stuff." He went on to say his goal was to do, quote, "a serious role. I want to do something dramatic, like something where I have to cry on cue." The following year, it was announced that Cameron signed with Columbia Records in May of 2018.
What?
Unsurprisingly, no one was really talking about this. Columbia is a pretty big company with artists like Chloe and Halle, Declan McKenna,
I don't know
Duff
who it
Cameron,
is.
Harry Styles,
Okay.
Little Mix, Pretty Much, Tyler the Creator, and many, many more. So maybe, just maybe, he was going to decide to take his music career more seriously. In October of 2018, it was reported that Cameron completely wiped his Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube accounts to rebrand and promote his new project, WHIMY, Why Haven't I Met You? By the time the song was
I actually
released,
really
a
like
lot
that
of
song.
people were actually surprised that he was still actually pursuing music. A lot of the comments implied that he sounded a lot like Justin Bieber, which was understandable.
Did he? I've never listened to one of his songs before.
Did he sound like Justin Bieber? Kind of.
Okay, I'm
He may not
gonna
have
listen to
put
it
out
after.
much, but it seemed like Cameron was going for a more.
Okay, so what is he
it
doing
was
now?
One of the first.
Oh, is he just doing music? Is that it?
But that song came out in 2018. And he didn't have anything
Yeah.
else
Like,
released,
what
I
is
don't
he
think.
doing?
So much so that he felt like he may have needed some help for that. Do that. All in all, what happened to Cameron Dallas?
Oh.
I think it's a story we've all seen before of a young person having so much fame, so much power, they don't really know what to do with it. Considering I was pretty young myself watching his career kind of take off, it was kind of obvious how smothered he probably felt. I mean, this guy was being watched constantly. If he said the right thing, it was recorded. If he said the wrong thing, it was recorded. I don't even think he could properly date for like a long time. To go from being one of the most popular people for a few years.
So basically, is what happened to him was he's so famous and all of that, and now he just like doesn't know
He
what to
was
do
like-
with it. So basically, is what happened to him is he kind of just quit.
Yeah.
Like he kind of just quit. Like he quit doing Like if Cameron Dallas was smart, he'd hop on TikTok right now. Imagine Cameron
Oh
Dallas
my
back on
God.
TikTok.
Yeah.
He'd blow up. Cameron Dallas
Yeah.
would have 50 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think he just quit. Like he's just kind of done with social media.
It would seem that way.
He might be working in a restaurant right now. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching and peace out.